Welcome back, guys, to Trails from Zero, where last episode, making landfall in Mishelam Wonderland, we started to get the lay of the land and ran into someone in need. Starting where's my engagement ring as the SSS try to hunt the item down without having been given a description, leading to a few misfires until we fished up our target. With most of Mishelam checked out, we now put eyes on where the Schwartz auction is being held.
Hello? If my memory serves me right, Speaker Hartmann's mansion should be somewhere this way. I believe they prepared a guest room for me. So I suppose I better hurry on over and get in a bit of rest. This looks like we're our destination location. So with quest done, let's put a safety save, he says, despite not having been doing his safety patrols anytime recently. Oh! There it is. They built that big thing on the water out here. Just for that guy. So that's Speaker Hartmann's mansion. Now that I can see the place, I'd say it looks more like a full-blown castle. And he has another one back in the residential district in Crossbell. My goodness. This family has been prominent in the Crossbell social sphere for a long time now. It's said that this mansion was built as the Governor General's residence during the Imperial reign nearly 100 years ago. Even so, this place is just way too big. It ain't like this guy's from one of the Empire's 4 great houses or anything. If the auction is being held at such a place as this, it must be an even large-scale event than we anticipated. That's for sure. Wait, is that... Security detail is going to be the same as usual. Though we're expecting those hayaway pests to try and interfere this year. Listen up. If someone doesn't have any invitation, they aren't allowed in, and that's final. Understood. Where will you be, boss? I'll be watching over things inside. One of our enemies is a real slippery bastard. Can never be too careful with him. While I'm here, we're all the auction items brought in already. Got them all in this morning, boss. That doll or whatever was the last one. So that's our big ticket item, huh? I wonder how much mirror that'll go for. Well, whatever. There's only a few hours until the doors open. Don't lose focus, boys. You got it, boss. You can count on us. Damn, so we wouldn't run into him. He's going to be the one watching over things inside the mansion. Just great. Former Jaeger will definitely make things more difficult. If I remember correctly, the party doesn't start until 7 p.m. tonight. But despite that, security is already in full swing. Yeah, they're clearly not taking this lightly. This is going to be a tough job. Even with the invitation, getting inside the mansion is going to take some effort. For real. Those guys probably know our faces pretty well, given how much trouble we cause them. We will need to devise a plan in order to deceive them. Let's back off for now. If we get caught, our entire operation will be over before it can even start. Right. Find me? Huh? What was that? Am I hearing things, or... Lloyd? Is something wrong? Oh, it's nothing. Sorry, guys, I think my ears were just playing tricks on me. Whatever you say, buddy. Let's get moving already. But where do we want to go, then? We've talked to everyone. Ain't that the question now? We've talked to everyone. Been everywhere. Where am I? Been told that we're commoners and we should clear out. There ain't anywhere else for us to visit. Now that we've scoured out Mishelam, we know one thing for sure. We're going to have to come up with some method to enter the auction incognito. True, the Mafia goons guarding the place will sound the alarm as soon as they see us. Something else has been bothering me. Are the invitations really all we need? They might have a system in place to check our identities as well. I agree, it's risky. I wish we had thought of this sooner. Maybe we could have asked Ren about it. Well, I think she already did enough for us by simply getting us these invitations. For now, I just want to find a quiet place to clear our heads. Let's see. There'll be too many people at a restaurant. Should we check to see if the hotel has any vacancies? I doubt there'd be any. Everywhere here is usually booked full during the festival. Maybe we'll get lucky and there'll be a last-minute cancellation we can scoop up. Might as well ask the front desk. Yeah, let's do that. Okay then, to the hotel. Just checking to see if there's anyone else just like appeared or something. To try and rest a little bit. Good day. Welcome to Hotel Delphinia. How may I help you? Are you here to check in?
Actually, we were wondering, do you happen to have any rooms available?
Oh, I'm terribly sorry. Truth is, we did have one cancellation earlier today, but someone booked it almost immediately. I was afraid of that.
Just missed it.
That's the way it goes, I guess. Might as well try the restaurant. It'll be a bit noisy, but we can still try to mull things over there. I guess so. Quite the dilemma you're in, isn't it? Hello? You at work, are you? Huh?
Wazy!
Oh, Mr. Hemisphere. Well, looking fancy. Seems you're having a bit of trouble getting a room. But all you're really looking for is a quiet place to have yourselves a little chat, no?
Basically, but
Wazy, what are you... Allow me to make things easier then. Would you like to use my room? Wait, what? How the hell would you get a room here? Yeah, I've got my ways. Follow me. We're doing really bad at the following.
what should we do? For some reason, seeing him dressed like that makes me suspicious.
I think the real suspicious thing is that a freaking gang leader is hanging out in Mishelam. Well, at least he's someone we know. For now, let's follow him to his room. Okay. I accept your invitation. Truth be told, I didn't expect the SSS to have such refined tastes. Spending the final day of the festival taking in all the fine amusements Mishelam has to offer? Bravo. Yeah, we decided it was a good day for it. More importantly, what's with that outfit, Wazy? Pretty stylish, isn't it?
Let's just say it's the uniform I wear for my side job.
You have a side job?
What kind of job is it?
In the cold, cold world of high society, many beautiful, lonely ladies search for that spark of love they've lost. My job is to simply ignite that and give them the time they desperately dream about. Male escort! Spark of love? Lonely ladies?
Wait, you don't mean you work as a host, Wazy?
I work my ass off for the CPD. Well, you have to have a good time chilling with babe, I mean, you're too young to be hosting. Well, I'll have you know, I'm not doing it for the money. I have a woman requesting my company day in and day out. It'd be rude to deny them that much. I suppose we could call it charity work. You're unbelievable. He's frank, I'll give him that much. Guess his customers must be into that.
I can't say I see the appeal myself. So, did you come here for this host job of yours, Wazy?
Well, yes, I'm here to escort a lovely lady tonight. We're here to attend some funny little party. I'm sure it'll prove quite the adventure. Party? Could you mean... that explains it. Explains what? What are you talking about, Wazy? The Schwartz auction. You came to check it out, didn't you? Damn. Were we really that obvious?
So that must mean this party you're attending is...
the very same. This will be my second year attending, just with a different lady this time. You're full of surprises, aren't you?
The real surprise is that we've known someone who's been to this auction the entire time.
Humor me for a second. Are you guys planning to expose the auction to the public? That won't amount to much, you know. I know. Even from the beginning, we never intended to do that. We just have to see something there. This auction, a luxurious underground party, essentially represents the corruption of Crossbell itself. And if we're ever going to overcome this barrier, we have to see for ourselves how high it really is. Lloyd? Is that so? I don't doubt your enthusiasm for a second. You can't attend the auction that easily. With no invitation, you'll be kicked to the curb. Each year, they change the rose motif slightly, so fortune won't get you very far. You might be out of luck, everyone. Actually, we already have an invitation. Oh, interesting. I assume it's pointless asking how you got your hands on one. Let's just say it was a unique situation.
We have this invitation, sure, but won't they try to check our identities as well? If the event is meant to be members only, I imagine they'd only let pre-registered people in.
No, there's nothing like that. Due to the underground nature of the whole thing, it was open to potential clients. Since smuggled goods are a big aspect of the auction, many of the rich, famous, or powerful people who attend prefer to mask their identities. Sounds like things might work out for us then. Oh, but how many people can get in with one invite? I don't believe there's a rule set in stone, but most people go in pairs. I'd recommend that. Also crowd, you know? You'll stand out quite a bit. So only 2 of us can go. Unfortunately so. Also, since it is a high-class party, you really should wear something more formal. Though, of course, you don't want to dress as well as me, or you'd be the center of attention. Yeah, I think we'd rather avoid that. Hey, Ellie, do you know where we can get some new clothes for the auction? The boutique downstairs should be perfect for what we need. I've been there before, so there's no need to worry. I can pay, too. Are you sure? Of course, leave it to me. But before that, we need to decide which of us will be the ones infiltrating the auction. Right, I haven't worked that out just yet. Rock, paper, scissors probably isn't the best way to go about deciding. What's the holdup? All you gotta do is pick one of us to go with you. Huh? You are the one most invested in the Schwartz auction, Lloyd. And given that you are our leader, it's only natural that you go. Guys, are you sure about this? The decision would be a lot simpler if you just accepted your responsibilities already. You said you wanted to see the corruption of Crossbell firsthand, didn't you? You're right. I'll lead the charge into the Schwartz auction. Then all that's left to do is pick your date. You stand out like a sore thumb if you went solo. That's a good point. You can pick me, Tio, or Randy. When you're making your decision, be sure to keep in mind that you will be surrounded by the Mafia once you get in. While you're inside, the remaining 2 can be on standby outside the venue. I think that would be a good division of our forces. Well, no matter how you divvy up the roles, you might as well head on over to the boutique now. Plenty of time to choose before we gotta head out. Right, let's do that. Obviously Randy, you say. But then, Wait a second. Wazy, is there some reason why you're following us? Since the opportunity has arisen, I figure I'll offer a lesson in style. I'll throw in a way to trick the Mafia running the security checkpoint while I'm at it. Well, I guess we don't have any reason to refuse. It's clear he is doing this for his own amusement rather than a genuine desire to help. Oh hell, let's hear the guy out. If we're all ready, let's head downstairs to the boutique. Pardon me, sir. Do you need something? Oh dear, he really is as handsome as the others were saying. You're quite the funny one, aren't you? Are you going out by chance? Please have a pleasant and safe evening. I love you. Take me. You mean the logical choice is obvious, but come on, it has to be Randy for the comedy factor? See, the thing is, if you're looking at the actual division of labor and the roles to be played in such thing, you would take Ellie so that Randy and Tio were the 2 outside. So that, you know, you have the massive brawn of Randy with Tio, who is a bit younger, and they play like spellcaster melee. Whereas again, we've got healer spellcaster melee on this side as well. So the logical thing lends to that. If you reckon you're gonna get in a massive dust up, you could take Randy. But the issue with that is the whole thought that maybe you leave things unbalanced. What if the other guys have to do something? And you end up with 2 casters having to fight people, if that is a situation. Plus, on top of that, out of everyone we could take in there, out of everyone that might be in there, there is possibility of someone seeing things they wouldn't expect to see. Probably people they wouldn't expect to see there. So, I mean, Ellie has to be the choice, right? Mr. Hemisphere, are you heading out? If so, we'd be more than happy to prepare your room for your return. I might be out for a bit, so I would greatly appreciate that, Hagar. Understood, sir. How much extra dialogue do we get with Wazy? Please feel free to inform us of any complaints you may have. Our establishment always strives to improve. Okay. I can't get over my nerves. I planned out the entire proposal, but will I actually be able to follow through? I know it took you a lot of pain and effort to find my ring. With that as my courage, I won't give up now. That being said, I'm still going to keep running through the proposal in my head for practice. Please, my dear, marry me. Maybe that one? Let's get married. That's not bad either. Woman, just take the ring already and marry me. Maybe not. Thomas seems to be planning something at Mishelam Wonderland for me. It's not like it was hard to figure out. He couldn't keep his secret hidden to save his life. Well, tell us what you're going to say. That's what I want to know. My God, is there a full patrol to do here? Hey, miss, feeling hungry? I'd love to treat you to something nice at the restaurant if you'd like. Beer isn't an issue. I make sure to bring a lot with me for this trip. No, thanks. I don't see any particular reason why I'd want to be treated to a meal by you. Besides, I'm willing to bet that I have much, much more mirror than you. These tourists have absolutely no class. Damn, I guess flaunting my wealth won't get me anywhere with a woman around here. Can you go in here with Wazy? No. The question is whether you think both parties or just one will have to fight. Well, the thing is, can you risk either? We might not even have to fight at all. I thought it'd be fun to come here after enjoying the festivities in the city, but it's going to get dark soon. Oh well, I guess I'll just check out the stores for a bit and then head back. More than anything else, I want to avoid the rush of people taking the last ship back. Probably won't get to do much because it's late, but I'll go check out the stores for a bit and then head back to the city. Yeah, we're late at night now. Tonight we party at the speaker's place. I'll make sure to get you the most precious of gems no matter how much money I have to spend. What a bad boy. What do you think your wife would have to say about that? Nikita, didn't we promise not to talk about her tonight? I told my wife I was just going on a business trip, so there's nothing you need to worry about. I've been interested in this Schwartz auction for quite a while now. I'm lucky that he asked me to be his +1. Okay. The hotel was fully booked. How depressing. It was a joy to spend the day here with my family. Maybe taking a breather every now and then isn't so bad. Father said he has to finish up some work, so we have to go back home. Well, I suppose Marie is pretty tired too. Maybe going home isn't such a bad idea. Well, yeah. Thing is, even if there is another suite to do, it's incredibly small. I think it's time to call it a day. I'd say I called a decent haul. I'm especially proud of that gluttonous bass. Darn, looks like the current's not working in my favor now. Guess that means it's time to call it a day. Yeah, on the people being recognized angle, Lloyd and Ellie going in are the worst two. But, always going no matter what. There is no choice in the matter there. Riding the Ferris wheel with my husband was the highlight of my day. Not often we get to take it easy like this. Being able to enjoy myself without forcing on the more intense part rides was quite the treat. Tonight, I'm finally taking my wife to speak at Hartmann's annual party. It's quite the wild event. I can't wait to see how she'll react to the extravagance of it all. But yeah, taking Ellie would fit in the most, as well as being recognizable. So a double with her. Occasionally, a really sweaty middle-aged man comes to eat lunch here. Well, look at him, I have him pinned as a part worker, but... Wait, don't tell me. He's Mishi? Forget I said anything. She could be a detective. I bought this gorgeous dress at the boutique, but then I went to the jewelry shop. They turned me away. Reservations only. What a stupid rule. Nothing to do but eat my anger away. I still can't believe that jewelry shop wouldn't let me in. I suppose I just have to eat all my anger away. This guy's like... To be honest, I'm thanking the goddess that she wasn't allowed in the jewelry store. Considering she already bought a nice dress at the boutique, I would have been on the verge of bankruptcy if she bought a ring or something. Maybe this restaurant wasn't the greatest idea either, now that I'm looking at the prices. My wallet isn't going to like this. Poor guy. Oh, what a magnificent taste. How positively divine. I tried everything, from cheap meals to delectable 3-star restaurants, and now this dish has graced my plate. Bravo, I say, bravo. Michelam's esteemed restaurant has made quite the impression on me, I'll tell you that. Bravo, I say. I wonder what the overall consensus is of, like, the modern generations when... Look at this circle we got. Compared to, like, when you're a couple. Do you completely share and collapse finances into one? Or do you have separate finances? Do you try to keep them separate in case of emergency? So that there's no, like, kind of guilt thing used by spending someone else's money? What is the norm now, I wonder? sun is setting. Won't be long until all the tourists start making their way home. That gives us a little time to prepare for the late night crowd. It would be a highly individual arrangement, but I wonder what, like, the norm is for couples to do nowadays. I'm thinking of like things like there's not really much of a reason to collapse your income into one pot on the basis of putting into savings accounts, etc. Because savings accounts have been absolutely terrible for God knows how long. I don't know how they are in other countries, but the percentage rates you get in the UK mean you don't get anything, and has been like that for yonks. Having worked in a bank, my God. Dad, what's the hold up? Let's go on inside. I hear you. Just give me 1 minute and I'll be right there. Come on, Dad, let's go inside already. That said, there's no downside to having separate bank accounts in terms of, like, if one bank had a problem, you've got an alternative. I know it's still early, but I'd rather get back to the hotel before the nighttime crowd comes in. Inside the park, you'll find various rides and an assortment of Mishi-related merchandise. I recommend the Mishi hairband. You'll never ask for another one again. Any other one, even. Just imagine strolling through their park wearing your own very own Mishi hairband. Isn't that exciting? You'll be surprised how many people like to come enjoy the theme park at night. Park is quite a romantic atmosphere after dark. It's been a big hit with couples. I want to know how that marriage proposal goes. I wonder if we'll even get to know. Probably be too busy. What do you think you're doing? You can't just traipse around this neighborhood dressed like that. Haven't you heard of a decorum? Areas of a certain pedigree have something called a dress code. If you must come this way, at least change into some real clothes at the boutique. We will do in a second. But we're making sure to patrol, I'll have you know, first of all. Word has it the speaker Hartmann is throwing an anniversary festival bash over his mansion tonight. Apparently he's even invited friends from abroad as well. Oh, the guy out here is not here anymore. What happens if when you're all planning to go to the mall's boutique, if you try to attend dressed like that, I'm sure the Mafia's reaction will be priceless. By all means, go on ahead. I think I'll take a hard pass on that, Wazy. We should go change clothes first, then we could try to fool them into letting us in. Yeah, I was just trying to wonder if the guy was still there, you know what I mean? He's moved on. Listen up, Zell. Now you're my fiancé, you need to properly plan for your future. Do you have a career already lined up? Oh, well, it's not set in stone yet, but I want to work as a doctor at St. Ursula Hospital. Absolutely not. I've heard that you hardly spend a second at home once you become a doctor. I won't allow you to become the sort of husband that neglects his own family. Are you serious? Zell is such a good for nothing, truly hopeless. If he becomes a doctor, I'll just be stuck at home with nothing to do but be lonely, won't I? Emmy is being really selfish. What's so wrong with chasing my dreams? Why don't you become a doctor too? Double doctor. Yeah, that's why I wondered like what people do with their finances nowadays, because I think people are more likely to plan for bad events. Having all your financials in one bucket could prove very bad for you, I feel. Once we get dressed, there's no going back. I have to choose who's going to accompany me to the auction too. Are we ready? Sure. We've done a patrol. Life is good. I'm probably going to choose Ellie because I feel like Ellie might see some people there that she doesn't expect to. I don't think our budget covers a place like this. Well, that's what you get when you deal in fancy brands like these. Classy suits, the finest casual clothes. They basically got stuff for every occasion here. Also, if she's paying, with prices to match. We don't need to worry about prices. Lloyd, have you decided who you want to bring with you? Yeah, I think so. Honestly, she's also paying. She'd be paying for two people's outfits. If you know what I mean. She should probably pay for one of them to be her own. Ellie, would you mind accompanying me? I'd love to. The two of us will probably look the most inconspicuous trying to enter the venue. My thoughts exactly. Wonderful choice. I'd recommend the two of you dress as an ordinary couple. the daughter of a wealthy businessman, her middle-class boyfriend in tow, attends the much-talked-about party for the first time. A convincing facade, wouldn't you say? Yeah, I think we could pull that off. You could at least pretend to be flustered at that idea. Better go get yourselves dolled up. I'm curious to see how this transformation will play out. Sorry to keep you waiting. That's very colourful. Hopefully these will be okay. Not too shabby. That dress looks like it was made just for you, mademoiselle. Guess you're used to wearing fancy gala stuff, though. Yes, Ellie looks beautiful. And your outfit suits you quite well too, Lloyd. You think so? Honestly, I think I pale in comparison to Ellie. That's not true. You pull off that suit well with your broad shoulders. To be honest, I think both... well, people of whatever gender you may be tends to feel... I think, personally, if you were to put it in a vote, the female form is generally more pleasing to look at. So, you pull off that suit well with your broad shoulders. Thanks. Hopefully I'll be able to pull off being your boyfriend for one night. Well, you certainly look the part. Oh, well, it seems you won't have any trouble getting into character. Oh, and while we're at it, take these too, Lloyd. I'm not saying, like, men can't look absolutely great. But still, I think on average, fashionable glasses are obtained. Ah, yes! A proper disguise! Glasses. When women get all dressed up, it's as if they become a whole different person. However, formal attire doesn't do much to change your look, Lloyd. While you're at the auction, it'd be better to wear something that will add to the disguise. That's a good idea. Thanks, Wazy. How do I look? Those are actually quite fashionable glasses, I feel. They work really well with his face, my goodness. Interesting. Wow, I'm shocked at how different they make you look. Yes, they suit you surprisingly well. Sounds like they're a hit, Lloyd. Maybe you should get yourself a pair after this is over. I don't think so. My vision's just fine. Alright, with this, our preparations are complete. Now all that's left is to wait until the auction starts. Off we go then. How beautiful. It's certainly a magnificent sight. Wow, there's even a fireworks show. They're pulling out all the stops. Is this part of the anniversary festival celebrations? Nah, they do these pretty much daily. Seems like the evening events over at the theme park are just getting started. There's a nighttime parade and the Ferris wheel is all lit up. The entire ambience is the perfect backdrop for capturing a lady's heart. Well then, I think I'll be going on ahead to the event. Oh yeah, you said you were meeting up with a madame, right? Yeah, something like that. May the goddess watch over you this lovely night. And if your plan actually pans out, try to come find me at the auction. I'll be waiting. Also with the woman form thing, they get to wear better clothes. I reckon I'd look great in that dress. What do you reckon? Man, where does he get off looking down his nose at us? Leader of a small-time gang working as a host at a high-class party. There's a lot to be suspicious about. Well, in any event, the info he gave us about the auction was extremely helpful. I think we owe him one. Yeah, I think we do. It's almost time for us to make our way toward the auction venue. For now, our objective is to slip past the security checkpoint and enter Speaker Hartmann's mansion. Yes, we've got this. The Princess and the Pauper. We're looking fancy good. I don't need to rest. Let's rest, and then just wake up the next day. Oh no, we missed the auction! I was certainly memorable in that dress. Thank you. No, why did Wazy have to leave already? I could never get tired of admiring that handsome face of his. Your distress makes me distressed. Is this another patrol? You all friends of Mr. Hemisphere, yes? If you're looking for a place to eat, I can't recommend the restaurant Fortuna enough. You'll find it right down in the mall. Did you order room service by chance? If you can give me a moment, I'll have your drinks and meals right out. Oh, I'm gonna have to go looking around for everyone again, aren't I? Hey, hello. Free cheers to the anniversary festival and the amazing parties it brings. Hee, here, here. Hee, here, here. Oh, it's been a long day. Might be a little early, but I think I'm going to turn in for the night. You rented a room with 3 beds? Opulence. Not even going to split the cost. Phew, it was risky, but I somehow managed to snag a room here. I had to wait for hours, hoping someone would cancel the reservation. Worth in the end, I guess. Are these single beds? These are single beds. Where are the double beds? What a marvelous hotel. My comrades here in Crossbell never fail to treat me to the best. Branch manager Kurdan did me a favor and booked this room for me. He might just look like a humble angler, but he's actually pretty well off. Still renting a 3-person suite for just the 2 of us might have been a little overkill. Ah, you need a room, Lloyd. I don't mind letting you snag one of the beds. Anything for a fellow member. Hey, I've got a place to sleep tonight. On top of that, the fishing is a thrill and the food is always top-notch. I'll have to preach the wonders of Crossbell to my fellow Liberlians once I return. It wouldn't be right to keep this place to myself. Two single beds. 3 single beds. Oh, it's about time for the tourists to head on back. I wonder why all those people were heading to the residential area. A party, perhaps? Well, let's do another patrol before we get the night's events underway. Oh, I think I've got it. From everything you said, it sounds like you really want to mix things up and go bold. This hat might be perfect for you. I think I'll pass this time. Are you not satisfied with your current attire? If so, perhaps you'd like to go for a different style with this hat. I'm in quite the pickle here. I just wanted to window shop a little and then head back home, but I made a grave error. After all, this personal assistant, personal even, I'd feel guilty if I left without buying anything. After all this personal assistant, I'd feel guilty. What? After all this personal assistant has done, maybe. Well, that looks absolutely marvelous on you, dear. You struck the perfect balance, incorporating all the latest trends in a way that pops, but isn't too busy. If only Mr. Hemisphere worked for us, he could teach us a thing or two about style. Wow, just what don't you get up to, Wazy? Wazy, style guru. Assistants? Did I read it wrong? Good job, me.